The morning sun rose gently over the quiet countryside, painting the sky in shades of gold and pink. The little village of Elmsworth was unusually alive that day. Bells rang, ribbons fluttered from lamp posts, and laughter floated through the crisp spring air. It was the day everyone had been waiting for, the wedding of Lily Hartman and Daniel Crow. The churchyard was filled with neighbors, friends, and family, all excited to see the two finally tie the knot. Inside her dressing room, Lily sat before an antique mirror, her reflection shimmering in the soft morning light. Her white gown spilled over the floor like a cloud, and her veil, delicate as mist, framed her face perfectly. But even amid the beauty of the moment, her hands trembled. She stared at herself, feeling a strange unease she couldn't explain. Maybe it was just nerves, she told herself. Maybe it was just the weight of a new life beginning. But deep down, a small voice whispered that something wasn't right. Her maid of honor, Emma, noticed her pale face. "Hey, are you okay?" she asked softly, adjusting Lily's veil. Lily forced a smile. "I'm fine. Just overwhelmed, I guess." Emma squeezed her hand reassuringly. "You're marrying the man you love. It's supposed to be overwhelming." Lily laughed quietly, though it sounded hollow. Outside, Daniel was greeting guests, his smile wide and confident. He was tall, handsome, and successful, a man any woman would dream of marrying. Yet behind his charm lay a sharpness, something few noticed. Only Lily had glimpsed it on rare occasions, the way his eyes would harden, the way his words could twist from gentle to cutting in an instant. But she had convinced herself he loved her, that his temper was just stress. She believed things would change after marriage. The music began, soft and graceful, signaling the bride's arrival. The guests turned, cameras and phones ready. Lily took a deep breath as she stepped outside, her heart pounding. The path to the church was lined with rose petals, and her father walked proudly beside her. The moment was perfect, until it wasn't. Halfway down the path, something unexpected happened. A brown, scruffy dog suddenly ran out from behind a tree and stopped right in front of her. It was no ordinary interruption. The animal stood there, barking fiercely, blocking her way as if guarding something. Lily froze. The crowd gasped. "Whose dog is that?" Someone whispered. "Get it out of the way." Another shouted. The usher ran forward, but the dog growled, its teeth bared. Its eyes, sharp and desperate, were fixed on Lily. For a moment, she met that gaze, and a strange feeling washed over her, familiarity. "Wait," she said softly, raising her hand. "Don't hurt it." The murmurs quieted. Even Daniel, waiting at the altar, frowned, unsure what to make of it. Lily knelt slowly, ignoring her father's protests. The dog's bark turned into a low whine. It looked thin, its fur matted, as if it had been wandering for days. Then, something unbelievable happened. The dog gently nudged the hem of her dress and tugged it, pulling her slightly backward, away from the church. Everyone stared in confusion. "Lily," Daniel called impatiently. "It's just a stray. Get someone to remove it." But Lily didn't move. The dog's eyes held hers again, pleading, sorrowful, almost human. And then, as she looked closer, she noticed something. Around its neck hung a torn blue ribbon, a ribbon she recognized. Her breath caught. It couldn't be. Years ago, when she was 16, she had owned a dog named Bruno, a loyal German shepherd who had vanished one night. She had searched for days, crying, calling his name. Her stepfather had told her he'd probably run away, but she had never believed it. She'd felt something different, that Bruno hadn't left on his own. Now, looking into those familiar amber eyes, she whispered, "Bruno." The dog's tail wagged faintly, and he whimpered as if answering. A stunned silence fell over the crowd. Her father blinked in disbelief. "Lily, it can't be." But Lily knew. She felt it deep in her soul. Bruno began barking again, this time turning toward Daniel at the altar, snarling furiously. His fur bristled, his growls deep and threatening. The guests gasped, backing away. Daniel's face turned pale. "Get that mutt out of here," he shouted. The dog didn't stop. He lunged forward, snapping at Daniel's direction before being restrained by two groomsmen. "Daniel," Lily cried. "Why is he acting like that?" Daniel glared at her. "It's a wild animal. Don't let it ruin our wedding." But something in his tone, a flash of fear, made her hesitate. Bruno wasn't just being wild. He was protecting her. From Daniel. She knelt again beside the dog, her hands trembling. "What is it, boy? What are you trying to tell me?" Bruno whimpered, then suddenly bolted toward a small dirt patch near the church gate. He began digging furiously, sending dust flying. People watched in stunned silence. After a few moments, something metallic glinted beneath the soil. A small locket. Lily's locket, the one her mother had given her before she died. Her eyes widened. "That's mine, but how?" Bruno barked again and looked back at Daniel. Lily's mind raced. Her mother's death had always seemed sudden, an accident, they'd said. But Daniel had known her mother. He'd been her late father's business partner, always hovering around even back then. And then, slowly, pieces started to fit together. Her missing dog, her mother's locket, Daniel's fear. Lily turned to Daniel, her voice shaking. "Where did you get this?" Daniel's mask of charm finally cracked. "I don't know what you're talking about." Bruno barked again, louder this time, teeth bared. The priest, nervous, stepped back. The guests were whispering, filming everything now. Lily took a step forward. "You told me Bruno ran away. You told me he was gone." Daniel's jaw tightened. "Lily, this isn't the time. You told me my mother's death was an accident," she continued, tears streaming down her face. "But why would my dog show up here, today, with this?" She held up the dirt-covered locket. He said nothing. His silence was the loudest confession. Then Bruno growled again and barked at one of the groomsmen. The man flinched, and something small fell from his jacket pocket, a flash drive. Emma, quick thinking, picked it up and handed it to Lily. She plugged it into a laptop someone offered. The crowd watched as a video began to play on the church screen, a hidden camera recording from years ago. The footage showed Daniel arguing with Lily's mother in her study. "You can't hide this forever, Daniel," her mother's voice trembled. "I'll tell Lily everything when she's older." Daniel's voice was cold. "Then you'll ruin everything, for both of us." The screen went dark after a crash and a scream. The crowd gasped. Lily's heart nearly stopped. Daniel shouted, "That's fake. It's edited." But his trembling hands betrayed him. Bruno barked one last time, standing firmly between Lily and Daniel like a guardian. Police officers, who had been helping with traffic outside, rushed in as guests called for them. Daniel tried to run, but he was quickly restrained. Lily fell to her knees, sobbing, as Bruno rested his head on her lap. For the first time in years, she felt a strange sense of peace. The truth, painful as it was, had finally come out. Later, when the police confirmed everything from the video and other hidden evidence Bruno had led them to, Daniel was arrested. The wedding, of course, never happened. But something far more powerful took its place, the long-lost truth. Weeks later, Lily stood again in that same churchyard, now quiet and empty. Bruno sat beside her, tail gently wagging. She knelt down, smiling through her tears. "You saved me, Bruno. You saved my mother's truth, and me." The dog licked her hand, his eyes warm and loyal as always. Lily looked toward the sky, whispering a silent thank you to her mother. The bells that once rang for her wedding now rang for her freedom. And in that moment, as the wind rustled through the petals and Bruno's bark echoed in the distance, Lily realized something. Sometimes love doesn't come from the person you expect. Sometimes, it comes from the one who never left your side, even when the whole world believed he was gone. The truth had come to light, not through a man's confession, but through the unwavering loyalty of a dog who refused to let his master walk into darkness. And that, more than any vow, was love that would last forever.